Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Jesus is here, and today we're going to be looking at clearing Vanquisher 1 with only Transcendence protection. It's possible that you may get to Vanquisher 1 and be low on signets, and you may need to save signets, and the best way to save it normally is to be able to do clears with only Transcendent protection if you're doing an SFX run. There's a few planets that have already been done with only Transcendent protection. That includes on planet 3 the Sherlock Russell, Ignis Russell, Belvane, Olivia planet here, where you'll have a Ra on your team to help the Ignis kill her own team. The other one is Sigmund planet here, which has been killed. Usually you'll want to do this using Candy Cane Rogan. The reason for using Candy Cane Rogan as opposed to Demon Bell Rogan is that the Seal and the Dazzle, which are the radiations on this planet, are applied in order, and Seal is applied first and then Dazzle is applied afterwards. When Seal is applied, the Candy Cane will cancel out the Seal, and Seal is what causes the most damage to the power of your Rogans. Seal stops the Rogans from applying the end of round buffs, which are what allow your SFX to do huge damage. So Candy Cane Rogan really helps on this planet, and also on the Nakia planet in planet 5 can also be done. If you have double candy canes, double glittery candy canes that is, then you can use double glittery Candy Cane Rogan to make it even easier. But the point of this video is to look at some of the harder planets. A couple of days ago I did a clear of planet 1, and I did the harder variant, which is Carry, Ada, Aspen, Belvane, Garuda, Amun Ra. This is repeated throughout Vanquisher 1. You'll see the same enemies on planet 2 and also planet 3 here. And I got the inspiration to try the clear from Nova on iOS, who was playing around with Transcendent Visa to help do some clears in Vanquisher 2 and Vanquisher 1. The idea is to add in Transcendent Visa to the team so that you have extra Demon Bell feeds. If you only have Transcendent protection, then only Transcendent heroes are going to be able to give you more or less guaranteed energy feeds. There is still a chance that it fails, but as with everything when doing Vortex. So using your Visa, you energy feed from Visa, Queen and Drake into Candy Cane Rogan, which then feeds into Starwing Jara for your round 1 CC, and then you have SFX going last. The idea is to engineer a round 3 Impeccable Active from SFX, which will line up with the Phoenix buff for 80% extra damage. If you do this, then you'll do a huge amount of damage to the opposition team, and you have a good chance to clean up. I've recorded the attempts and the kills on this exact planet. What you're going to see first is how it's meant to work, and then afterwards how we actually ended up getting the kill. So please enjoy. So this clear is from Viscoy's account on iOS. I did this a couple of days ago. The energy feed is, as mentioned, Visa, Queen and Drake into Rogan and Starwing Jara. Got a great CC there. In round 2 we are looking to kill the carry, which we do. Now we have an Impeccable Active, and you'll see this going off with the Phoenix buff, and you do a huge amount of damage. The only problem is we got dazzled right there in round 4. If we hadn't have been dazzled there's a very good chance this would have been a kill on this run. But as I'm sure you all know from doing your own Vortex, it doesn't always turn out the way that you want. So SFX here is unfortunately doomed. Even has a healing curse on her as well. So then have a look at this actually. These are a couple of failed attempts, but as you can see, look at the loading screen, how quickly that loads. I can see this is going to be a fail from the loading screen, and again look at the speed of the load, relatively quick. This is going to be another fail. I think I noticed that pretty quickly, maybe even from the loading screen. And then have a look at this now. See how long that takes to load the bar? If your attempt takes a long time to load, it's going to be a long attempt, which means there's a good chance that you're going to have a kill from it. So you can watch out for that to help you do your runs faster. So here, we're again trying to get the impeccable active, but we don't manage to do that. Instead, what happens, you see Drake is dazzled there. Drake's defense down goes on to Ada. Now you're going to have a Starwing Jara active, which does a huge amount of damage because Ada's damage reduction is removed. And then we get the kill on Ada, which is generally the hardest enemy that you're going to be facing here, and it's very, very good to be able to kill it early. But that was completely a fluke, actually, that Drake was dazzled and the defense down went on to Ada. And so now what we're going to engineer is a Garuda carry endgame, which is often how you're going to see these things resolving. There were a few carry Garuda endgames that I already had in previous attempts that worked more to plan, but for one reason or another they didn't work out. This one is quite a close one because you're trying to get Garuda below the health of carry by the time carry comes back, and SFX just makes it. Then proceeds to get dazzled, further making you wonder whether this run is going to succeed or not. But in the end, just about manages to kill off the Garuda, and then 1v1 versus carry. With a radiation from Vanquisher 1 is a win for SFX. So let's have a quick look at the damage reports, as we'll be able to see from that. Starwing Jara did a decent contribution this time, clearly from her big active on the Ada, which helped in the kill thanks to the misdirected Drake defense down. If you are going to attempt this, you really want to have a million attack, on your SFX. I wouldn't do it with a borderline SFX because you do want to make sure you get that carry down in round 2 to have a good chance of clearing it. Here we can see basically the SFX that was used, so that's just over a million power, so really just on the margin there, but I wouldn't recommend going too much lower than that. So if you do get stuck on Vanquisher 1 and you need to use only trans protection, I hope this video helps you out. I hate to see clears that get stuck on Vanquisher 1 because it's such a gem investment. And the more tools we have in our armoury to deal with runs that are low in signets, the better. So I wish you guys all the best of luck with your runs, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.